So, in a big WTF aimed at Hungary, the Hungarian government has said that they cannot arrest Vladimir Putin under the war crimes charges that he received recently by the International Criminal Court, despite the fact that they are a signatory of the Rome Statute that formed the International Criminal Court. They signed the treaty, and that treaty obligates countries who signed it to arrest and turn over war criminals to The Hague if they end up in their country. The Hungarian government has come forward and said Hungarian law prevents the arrest of Putin were he to a visit, but no one was able to point to what law they were talking about. Now, the U.S. has called on all European countries to enforce the warrant and detain Putin if he visits, and the U.S. has said that they would also detain him and turn him over to The Hague, despite the fact that the U.S. is not a signatory of the Rome Statute. Now, Hungary has often been at odds with much of the West over Ukraine and has opposed the delivery of Western weapons to Ukraine, as well as not participated in EU sanctions against Russia. As such, Hungary has not been invited to next week's Summit for Democracy by the Biden administration, and the European countries continue to seek ways to isolate Hungary in ways such as loans and the credit they afford Hungary through the EU financing programs and whatnot. Turkey was also not invited because of their stance on some of the issues they have with Russia as well. But I think Turkey is closer to aligning with the Western values than Hungary is at this point. And it begs the question, if Hungary can sign a treaty such as the Rome Statute and then say we are not going to follow it, what does it say about their signing of NATO treaties? Would they just not participate? Are they just seeking the benefits without putting up any of the collateral that comes with being a part of these treaties, as it would seem? So we'll see what goes forward. Hungary continues to find ways to isolate itself as Viktor Orban, who is a friend of Vladimir Putin, continues to drag his country back to the dark ages, it seems, with Russia, and unfortunately leave the European Union's way of thinking, leave NATO's way of thinking, and instead hitch its wagon to what is essentially a failing Russia at this point. So we'll see what takes place with regard to Hungary going forward.